Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Master Luke here, and welcome back to another episode of Triangle Strategy. On the last episode, we completed Chapter 2, and we are headed back towards one of the two areas. We have to decide who we're going to go with and which boat we're going to get on. So, as we start Chapter 3, Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost or the Holy State of Hyzanth. And I'm just going to tell you guys now, we're going to Aesfrost. Why? Because that's where our wife's from. It doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot of reason to go to Hyzanth. Plus, if I had to choose between iron and salt, I'm going with the iron. So, yeah, we're going to go up to the north here. All right, here we go.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
Okay.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
So we don't get to, even though I'm the Lord, I don't get to decide
so long as
outright.
my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine.
Okay.
Such is the way of House Wolffort. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going to. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolffort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huet.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Great, the gang's all back
Then,
together.
It could seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
Well, I hope I can sway enough people to go with Aesfrost. But let's see. Aesfrost or Hyzanth? With that, we had time to visit both. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. Voting. Alright, the path of the story will be determined by the consensus of the party as played out through the voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Persuasion. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade others to change their mind. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Serenoa's conviction will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gather the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. Okay. So the top three want to go to Aesfrost. Really? Frederika wants to go to Hyzanth? I guess because she's from Aesfrost, so she really doesn't want to. Alright, so let's talk to Benedict.
Lord Serenoa.
Hyzanth Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe that we would benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. Yeah. What interest do you have in the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, my lord? Aha! We unlocked the third one. Nice. The country is built on unfettered trade, being lord of a mercantile hub. That ideal holds great interest in me. I guess we'll go with the last one since it was unlocked. Yes, certainly a fascinating aspect of their society. However, I find Hyzanth's claim of universal equality to be even more intriguing. I appreciate your point of view, my lord. There is much I must think over before I reach a final decision.
Certainly not.
Of course, if you have further thoughts on the matter, then I would be all too glad to hear them. Let's go with the next locked one. Knowledge of the foundation of power. We can learn much by wandering the archives for a spell.
Quite true.
The seat of the world's knowledge. Even the most Edrite? I don't know how you say that. Among us, but a fool before those countless tomes.
I am decided.
You've given me much to consider. Yeah, he's indifferent. Okay. Alright, who else do I have to talk to? Frederika.
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How did she spend her youth? I would very much like to see. Your wish to visit Aesfrost, might I ask why? The people of Hyzanth may not be so welcoming as you believe.
No.
It is because I'm Rosalian. Please, I do not need others to presume upon my feelings. I am proud of the hair my mother gave me. Do not concern myself with the opinions of others. You seem to have given quite a bit of thought to this question, Serenoa.
And?
If we do travel to Aesfrost, how would you like to spend our visit? I want to see society built by the ambitious, a society free from stifling pomp and circumstance.
Surely.
Aesfrost is indeed unique, in that it is not birth that determines your greatness, but ability. I can see why you would be interested in such a place, Serenoa. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall consider them as I come to form my own opinion. Also indifferent, okay.
Lord Serenoa, hello.
Alright, now let's talk to Gila. Until now, Frederika's position has offered her few chances to visit Hyzanth. Deepening your relationship with the Holy State would doubtless be to your benefit as well. Why not use this opportunity to let Frederika realize a long-held wish in the meantime? If your heart is truly set on Aesfrost, I would be curious to know your reason. I heard a story in particular. A particularly skilled smuggler caught my attention. They have sent the military after him. I wonder what he could have been peddling. Yes, although I cannot say if we speak of the same person, I did hear them tell of a man that has been caught smuggling salt into Aesfrost.
Indeed.
Curious. I suppose with this joint mining venture before us, such matters would pique your interest.
My mind is made up.
I believe that I have more than... Oh. Gila is deep in thought. Undecided. Anna. Okay.
Say,
Oh, no, that's Roland.
Lord Serenoa.
It makes no difference. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. They say Aesfrost is the nation of iron and ice. What appeals to you? The smuggler pursued by Aesfrost's military. I would like to hear more of the story and what his crimes were to deserve such a grave response.
Indeed.
A smuggler. I must have been a bold crime indeed for us to be speaking of it now. I wonder what he was peddling too much, or to risk so much. I too would be interested to hear more of the story. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Aesfrost. Alright, well that's, I mean, I can talk to the other people, but I'm not going to sway their opinions, so... They already want to go to Aesfrost, so... Is there... Let me see, is there anything else to... go check out? Oh! There's other people down here. King Regna expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. Is there anything I can do to be of service? Simply say the word. There we go. I would have thought you an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from the very land, but allow me to tell you what I know. Aesfrost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as the Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustadolf, Lady Frederika's older brother, and though he holds most of Aesfrost's political power, He encourages the people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability rather than blood or social status. I see, that sounds wonderful. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the very ones who caused the war of 30 years past. They're an ambitious people living in the cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still alive and well. Pray, forgive me. I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Oh, Lord Wolffort, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities, but being partly to Roland's fantasies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. He's like a brother to me. A brother, you say? You mean to take my place as the fool's older sibling, then? Of course not. There is no way I could repay you, Prince Franny. But because you are brothers in truth, it stands to reason that you would bicker like siblings. Perhaps it would be good for the royal family if I were to be a buffer between you two. What a curious man you are, to offer to play such a part. Do as you please, but I suggest holding on tightly to his reins if you do. Oh, okay, we can go down here. Oh, fancy. I was hoping maybe there would be something down here I could pick up. Nothing? Well, that's cool that we can go up and down the ladder. But is there anything on this side? I was hoping there would be like a hidden secret, like a legendary weapon or something for exploring. Nothing? Really? I'm very shocked. Okay, that's a bummer. Is this the end? Okay, that's the end of the road. Let's see if there's another ladder on the other side that I didn't see. Oh, hey, look at this. Okay, nope, not that. And there's nothing on that side either. Let's try this ladder. Come on, there's gotta be something. Right? Like, the water keeps glistening, and I think I'm gonna find something. No, nothing in these boxes. Alright, well, I got one more spot I can check. We'll go across here. If there's nothing over here, I guess we'll just end the segment. Oh, there is a bag of gold. Or something. Tell me this is something I can pick up. Oh, come on. That's just a decoration. Bummer. Alright. I think it's time. Time to commence the voting. Let's see if we convinced anybody.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Forgive me, my lord.
Oh, he wants to go to Hyzanth. Okay. That's fine, Benedict. That's fine. I understand.
I am so sorry.
I don't see Hyzanth now. Regret it.
I have no qualms with that.
You made a convincing argument, a desirable attribute, young lord. Oh, okay, so we convinced Gila. Interesting.
You have my vote.
All right, I think we swayed Anna as well. I think we got it. All right.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yes. All right, we go into the mountains. All right, so it was really just Benedict and Frederika who wanted to go to Hyzanth. Sorry, I mean, I know you're like my two most trusted people, but it's not what I wanted to do.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Aesfrost.
All right. I hope everybody's happy with the decision.
We have decided. We set sail for Aesfrost. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Archduke, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Archduke Gustadolf will be pleased that you chose to honor our nation with a visit. I'm sure he is eager to get to know his new brother-in-law as well.
The feeling is mutual, I assure you.
As much as I don't
Does
like
this
the
mean
twins,
she is coming back too? I feel myself getting sick already.
I feel like they're more powerful of an ally.
That
They're the
swill
stronger
they call
nation.
wine will taste even more vile now, I fear.
I don't mind her though. The general. She doesn't seem that bad.
My lady, are you sure you wouldn't prefer to stay at Castle Wolffort?
Nonsense. I am coming with you.
Whither the river flows. Complete. All right, let's save. I'm assuming that's a pretty big branch since they made it like its own section.
Serenoa, acting as King Regnar's envoy, charts a course down the Norzelia River for the Duchy of Aesfrost. Ere long, Serenoa and crew arrive at a massive gate, itself dwarfed by the snow-covered mountains that lie beyond. Awaiting them at Twins Gate, as it is known, is Farog Aesfrost, second in power and influence only to the Archduke himself.
Chapter 3, Part 2, A Land of Snow and Ice. Yeah, because the Part 2 would have been Land of the Desert and Salt. Twins Gate.
Avlora, Erika, Thalis, welcome home. I trust the ceremony was a fruitful one.
'Twas my duty as minister to be present.
Thank you for having us in your domain, Uncle. The crags are lovely as ever.
Lord Svarog, I present to you Lord Serenoa Wolffort, come on behalf of King Regnar.
Ah, the Wolffort boy. Frederika's betrothed, yes?
The very same, my lord. I thank you for the warm welcome.
The honor is mine, Lord Serenoa. Svarog Aesfrost at your service. I watch over Twins Gate, the front door of our duchy.
Lord Svarog is father to Dragan, and uncle to the Archduke and myself.
We did not expect to see you again so soon, Frederika. But I understand wanting to show off your handsome groom-to-be.
Uncle, please. You embarrass me.
Good to see you're still not afraid to speak your mind. A word of advice, lad. You do well not to anger her.
I shall take your words to heart.
I see.
Tis quite the burden you're undertaking, my friend.
Prince Roland, I did not expect you'd be in attendance.
It's been quite some time, Lord Svarog. But today I come as an attendant to House Wolffort.
A secret visit, then. Say no more.
King Regna thanks Lord Dragan for all he has done for the mining effort. His engineering prowess has proved indispensable.
As his boasting has no doubt proved intolerable. Forgive the boy, my lord. That said, rest assured his goals are sincere. He truly does wish to lead us into a new era. I pray you'll lend him the strength to see that it becomes a reality.
You have my word.
You expect great things from him, then?
Against my better instincts, perhaps. But such is my lot as the boy's father. But forgive me. No doubt you are weary from your journey. I shall keep you no longer. Archduke Gustadolf awaits you at Ironstone.
Then we shall take our leave. Thank you, Lord Svarog.
Okay. Central Aesfrost. Oh, but look at this. We got another matter back at the home front. So before we watch or do whatever this is, what does this say? House Wolffort arrives at Ironstone where they're greeted by Archduke Gustadolf versus Freni and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. Let's take a little listen and see what we got going on here. I like the little side lore that we get.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love. I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
I guess that's it. I'm surprised because he saw us off. Like, I figured he cared a little bit more than that. Alright. I don't see anything else. Alright, let's continue. We finally get to meet the Archduke, Gustadolf. Oh, this is cool. What? It's snow, but there's like lava running through the city. That's actually dope. I like that a lot. Or maybe it's molten iron. That would be even cooler than just magma.
I am Gustadolf, Archduke of Aesfrost. Allow
Looks
me
like
to
Dracula.
personally welcome you to my nation. I hear I am addressing the new Lord of House Wolffort, yes?
Serenoa Wolffort, Your Grace. It is an honor to have an audience with you. On behalf of King Regna and all of Glenbrook, you have our sincere gratitude for your generous contributions to the mining effort.
This is such a dope throne
Consider
room, too.
your gratitude accepted. Avlora informs me that you fought well in the tourney. I would much like to see for myself how the legendary Simon's son carries himself in battle.
I train twice as hard, yet am not half the warrior he is.
It is good that you make such effort. I would expect no less for my brother-in-law to be. Norzelia is changing. The time when matters were settled by blade draws to a close. In the spirit of this age of diplomacy, I would hear your honest thoughts on the mining accord.
Honest thoughts on the mining accord. Let's see. Lucrative enterprise. Can negotiate the fear that our visions do not align. Fragile align. No. It'll bring harmony. We have to, even if inside I feel that everybody's gonna betray each other. I can't say that to him. So I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's great for everybody. Cause I don't want to sound like I don't trust any. I don't trust him. I don't, but I do. This doesn't help anybody. This is just being over the top. Oh, blah blah blah. No, we're going with the top one.
I believe it an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations.
An uninspiring answer, and naive at that.
Ooh, he did not like that.
You truly believe that each of our nations aspires to the same harmony?
And what is it that you aspire to, Your Grace?
Why, peace for all of Norzelia, of course. Peace and freedom for all its peoples to live as they please.
Once they're under
Frederika, do not lose sight of
the
your role
Aesfrost
in all of
Empire.
This. Stand by Serenoa always, and represent Aesfrost with pride and grace.
I shall, brother.
Okay.
Prince Roland, as you have come in secret, I will dispense with formalities.
I appreciate the consideration, Your Grace.
That said, does King Regna not worry that his younger son visits a foreign land on his own?
I am no longer a child, and it is a prince's duty to be worldly.
A fine outlook. In that case, I would show you to the archives.
It holds countless tomes, from the ancient to the new. I dare say it rivals that of Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine.
An intriguing offer, and one I gladly accept.
I think the benefits for coming here is we're gonna get to learn more tomes for like magical attacks. Versus if we went to the Hyzanth, we would have learned like healing magic instead of attack magic.
Secret.
And rest assured, I have no intention of giving those away. But now that we are allies, through mining and marriage alike, a brief tour is more than in order.
Okay, let's go check out the archives. Oh, meanwhile. It's gonna get good. Here we go.
Beg your pardon, but I heard this is where the salt flows cheap like.
Not here, it doesn't. Go bother someone else.
I'm not asking for my health. Here's an advance.
How much do you need?
As much as you can spare. I'm good for 10 times what I gave you.
I'm not to sell you now. Come back tonight, money in hand, to the spot marked here.
And I know your face, so don't try anything stupid.
You have my word.
Wait a second. Is salt like drugs? I'm very confused. Why does he have to smuggle salt out of Aesfrost?
That looks like the spot on the map. Just there. Right then, Sikris. I've got the location for you. This is where they do their dirty work.
I knew you were the man for the job. Excellent work, Rudolph.
My name's cleared then, yeah? I'll be pardoned?
You have my word. That said, our forces are stretched quite thin this evening. We'll need you to assist in apprehending them as well.
Risk my life in exchange for a pardon? Are you mad?
We need you. These fiends are swindling the poor, selling them impure salt mixed with all manner of unsavory things. They must be jailed at all costs.
Fine.
Interesting. Okay.
I'll help you bring him in.
Glad to hear it. You're too good a man to be branded a criminal.
Don't you flatter me after all this. You saw him, didn't you? They don't work alone. An operation like this ain't run by one man. And last I checked, we're only 2.
We'll assemble reinforcements.
I know a team of people that can help. Okay, so he's secretly working for their own military to take out some drug dealers.
What an astounding collection of tomes.
The sum of Norzelia's knowledge, including volumes thought lost or banned outright in other nations.
I did not expect to see so many people in a facility so important.
Each and every one is a scholar, conducting important research in their field of expertise.
Scholars? All of them?
Brother gives no thought to background, gender, or social status during the selection process. All in Aesfrost are given equal opportunity, provided they show desire and aptitude.
Of course, we prize ability above all else. So long as they produce results, they are free to research as they please.
Most open-minded approach.
Indeed.
I see now how Aesfrost arrives at its marvels of engineering.
This portion contains the collected writings on metallurgy and our nation's rich history with iron. Our ancestors were but a tribe of impoverished hunters until the man who would become our first Archduke discovered iron. Iron changed our lives. It transformed the way we worked, farmed, built, and fought. The history of iron is the history of Aesfrost. It is our pride and joy, the engine that drives us.
My father told us that Aesfrost is made of iron, that neither its people nor weapons would bend.
Just so, Prince Roland.
Your Grace. Forgive me the interruption. I have unfortunate news regarding the issue of which we spoke.
It's the same guy.
So you require reinforcements. Say no more.
Then there was the matter of the pardon.
On which my thinking has not changed. We will speak no more of this.
Understood.
Honored guests, I would consult...
got a bad feeling they're not actually going to pardon that guy.
This is Sicrus, commander of Aesfrost's constabulary.
Has something happened?
We have discovered an illicit salt trade operating within our borders. Yet we lack, at the moment, the manpower to address it. Might we have your assistance in apprehending the scofflaws?
Why, I would...
Lord Serenoa, matters of salt are fraught. I advise you not to engage without a clear strategy.
I understand it is a complex issue. Needless to say, I would not force this upon you.
Sounds simple to me. Just bringing some criminals to justice, yeah? I say aye, my lord.
I concur. What better way to thank His Grace for a tour of the archives?
Then it is settled. We shall help you.
I could not be more thankful. Sicrus, brief our friends on the situation.
Of course, Your Grace. Come, I shall show you to the garrison.
All right. Looks like there's another exploration thing we're gonna have to do. I'm pretty sure that's what the magnifying glass is. Constable Sicrus is in charge of maintaining the peace in Aesfrost. Has a secret matter to discuss with Serenoa. Yeah, I got a bad feeling they're not gonna actually pardon that guy who just helped sell out the drug dealers. But we'll see.
I'm honored to have House Wolffort fight at our side.
As I am happy to be of service. Now then, what is the situation?
Heisen's excessive salt taxes have given rise to an illicit salt trade that plagues the duchy.
I have heard tell that the tariffs are exorbitant, but I've not heard a price.
Let it suffice to say that the cost of a single handful of salt could feed a family for a month.
Good heavens.
As such, Demand for salt, even impure or stolen, is nigh on infinite.
A crime, to be sure, but a necessary evil for the poor.
Why do you need salt
Tight
that bad?
regulation risks drawing their ire.
Perhaps we should not have agreed to this so readily.
Indeed, the Archduke has a sharp mind and a silver tongue.
My brother may appear generous and open-minded, but one should never feel too safe around him.
He definitely looks like a
I was
vampire,
too
so
eager, my lord. And for that,
he
I
doesn't
apologize.
definitely put me at ease when I'm around him.
I was the one who agreed. Fraught as the matter is, I could not refuse the Archduke to his face.
Illicit salt trade would threaten the salt revenue on which the duchy depends. Thus, they feel they must intervene, correct?
Precisely. We understand the plight of the people without question. On matters of maintaining order, however, we cannot waver, lest seams in the social fabric be rent asunder.
So they can't do anything about the
Understand
tax.
circumstances and wish to reiterate that
But they can't
you
have
our
people
support.
selling bad salt.
How would you employ us?
Okay.
Our spy has already discovered where the smugglers operate. A transaction is to occur tonight. We shall make a move once our spy lures the smugglers into the open.
Understood. Then we shall familiarize ourselves with the town by nightfall.
Okay. I had best get my bearings. Perhaps a walk around the city and the archives in it is in order. Blah. Some merchants are open for business during exploration phase and may be selling rare items you'll not find in the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet. Okay. Well, that makes me would just save my money for, like, these sections. Specifically so that I can buy rare items. Recruitment notice to Nos. Interesting. I have a duty to stamp out the illicit salt trade, no matter how much ire I draw from the people for doing so. What good is the rule of law if I allow this to continue unhindered? The duchy would all but collapse. Well, I mean, it sucks that the government keeps the tax super high against their own people, but I don't know. I am not a politician. I don't know how what the solution here is. They'll pay you for as much iron as you can haul out of the mine, but it's not easy money. Comes with tax paid in sweat and blood. Only in Aesfrost can you go to sleep a pauper and awake richer than a prince. So the iron pay is pretty good. The Archduke respects our independence. It is our duty to prove we are worthy of such trust. Proper salt is expensive, yeah? But don't worry, I can save you some money if you like. Oh, this is the guy. Okay, that's right. That's the drug dealer. How are you finding the duchy, Serenoa? Has anything about the way of life caught your attention? Ironmongering towards the duchy are quite evident. For all the freedoms you enjoy, the poverty of the people. Is it true that any and all may use the archives? Here. I don't want to say anything bad against the duchy. I'm just gonna go with the first. Iron gives us very much indeed, even before we trade it with other nations. It is the foundation of our society, institutionally and politically. You have tightly bond your fortunes to it, and to great effect. I'm awestruck by Aesfrost's might. With that, we could share even more knowledge of iron and iron working, so our neighbors may flourish as we have. Do you reckon they'll actually pardon me? Guess I'll find out, seeing as I've already agreed to help. I wouldn't bet on it, the way his tone, the Archduke's tone was. We must tighten up security in the city. If we stop even one sale of illicit salt, it'll be worth it. Our spy tells us an illegal sale will take place here this very evening. Is there anything back here? Nope. Oh. Ooh, there's some stairs up here. Fancy. Come up here. But where else can I go? Nowhere else, I guess. Okay, that was it. The constabulary is conspicuously present, no doubt watching for signs of illegal salt trade. Alright. Who haven't we not talked to? We haven't gone in. I'm gonna save going in any buildings yet until we talk to everybody out here first. General of Laura's predecessor was a woman as well. She retired after the Salt Iron War, but she was a warrior the likes of which we had never seen again. Until General Avlora took her place, that is. Rumor has it that she's the second coming. Enter the Frosty Archives? No, not yet. I didn't realize that was... So this is the archives here. Okay, with all the pillars. There's the merchant. Alright, we talked to everybody down here. Right? I believe so. I don't see... We can walk up here, but I don't see any other things we can grab. I don't see any other sparkles indicating items. That's not a place we can go. Alright. Talk to everybody up there. Lord Dragan is desperate to make his grand entrance on the political stage. We're desperate for his actions to match his ambition. Not that Thalos will formally recognize him anyhow. Dragan's on the wrong side of the fork in the bloodline, 2 generations back. This path leads to Ironstone. I cannot let you pass. You'll find the ironworks, our pride and joy, over in the Ironstone. The heat from it is what keeps us going. And the heat is the thing, see? It's what gives our iron the strength it's known for. Hey, alright, we got some firestone. I thought I saw something sparkle in the lava. We gotta just, like, jump right over it, see? Boop. Boop. Alright. You said we can't go down here? No. Can't go in there. Can we go up here? Is there anything even up here? Oh, alright. Found an HP recovery pellet. I feel just like I didn't even see anything glowing there. Just walk everywhere and just mash A as much as possible. Look at that! Found a timber. Alright, I'm just gonna mash A as I walk around and hope that I find something. Yes, let's enter the archives here. I'm sure there's more stuff we can find in the archives. More people to talk to as well. Oh wait, no, he just says leave the archives. Nope. Alright, let's talk to everybody on this side first. The sheer number of tomes in the archives can be overwhelming as it is, and yet there are even more that never see the light of day. A collection of tightly reserved works rests beneath the main archives. One needs special dispensation station to even lay eyes on them. The Duchy Crate takes great pains to open wide the gates of knowledge and education. The people are free to pursue their studies as they see fit, and any may rise to prominence on their own merits, regardless of station. This is undoubtedly one of the Duchy's strengths. There's something here. I got a magic ring. That's nice. Actually, inventory. So I put the HP ring on Roland, increasing magic attack. I guess we'll give that to our only magic attacker. There we go. Let's see, let's talk to this person. The Goddess of Salt's teachings tells us that Roselle must bear the stain of their collective sins from birth. Whoa, alright. I think... Oh, there was something about Hyzanth not liking people with, or Rosellians. But why? We still don't know what the Rosellians did why they're the scourge of the earth. Like, what did they do? Added salt and meat to the notes. Alright, You'll find no greater example of our ironworking prowess than the armor that adorns the Black Irons. No other nation can match the output of our foundries. We aim to keep it that way. Spoken like a true soldier. I cannot deny him pride in the duchy's achievements. I've no doubt the Black Irons are as formidable as he claims. You learned about the might of Aesfrost? Researcher. Of all the researchers, yes. But what sorts? And what truths do we pursue, Ask, and you may not find a common answer among us. Some shift focus as it suits the army, others pursue a single academic thread for decades. Tell me, as someone not of the duchy, how would you use a collection of finely honed intellects? Research leads to wisdom that lasts for generations. All of it is worthwhile. Knowledge should not be a vehicle for fame and fortune. It should be free to study what they please. I ask in response, what joy is there in a nation that does not what joy is there in study that does not benefit the nation? I like the first one. Wisdom that lasts for generations. I feel like I'm picking the top answer a lot. I don't know. This, I believe, is Lord of my domain. I expect no less from the Lord of the most famous high house in all of Glenbrook. You speak your mind where few others would dare. You're quite, right, good sir. Absent unfettered research, I doubt our forebears would have blessed us with the gift of the foundries. May I be so lucky as to repay my debt to them with an equally worthy contribution to our great society. Okay. Alright. Have you heard the story of General of Laura? That's weird. I wonder why the text box is shaking. If the duchy's soldiers are to be believed, she began as a lowly foot soldier and rose all the way to general. Clearly, might and skill carry one quite far in the duchy. I'd wager she's no match for the Dawnspear, but she's a force to be reckoned with. Alright, let's see. I'm not missing anything along here, am I? There it is. Add Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 1 to the notes. I've come to study the mining techniques of the Aesfrosti, seeing as we've been working side by side in the mines. And study I shall. Every tome I've opened has so much to teach me. Good thing, too, seeing as they pride themselves in their mining. May I never again see the destruction like that of the Salt Iron War unleashed upon Norzelia. It took many moons for the Duchy and the Holy State to rebuild their capitals and domains in the aftermath. I shudder to think what would have become of the continent had Glenbrook not intervened. On the symptoms of salt deficiency. Headaches, reduced circulation, palpitations of the heart, severe cases result in patients losing consciousness. Yeah. It's just hyponatremia. Low salt content. Added children's text, salt in Norzelia, to the notes. Okay. I'll have to read those all at some point. I believe I talked to everybody in the archives, right? And explored everything. I don't think I can go to that second room, and I can't go upstairs because all the staircases are blocked off. So yes, we'll go back to the city streets because there's still the merchant out here, as well as we got to check the houses as well. So I don't think there's any houses up there. We can try to start with this house. There we go. 600 gold, perfect. I'll take as much salt as this will buy. Aye, that'll get you this much, there you are. Is that all? I could swear it bought more. Costs more to get it now, I'm afraid. This is the best I can do. I'll be out of a house if this keeps up, but we can't go without. I had no idea salt was so expensive. Mind you, I wouldn't call what we pay in Glenbrook cheap, but it's damn slight less than this. Oh. Poison recovery pellets, 2. I mean, is there no other salt deposits in the world? That's what blows my mind. Is like, how do they have literally all the salt in the world? It's like a natural... I mean, same with iron, I guess I could say, too. Yeah, I understand that there's, like, you know, iron deposits are stronger in some areas. But you're telling me Hyacinth has literally no iron, and Aesfrost has literally no salt. Like, come on. Is this? No. Oh, wait. There was something back there. I know I saw something. Aha! Got another Firestone. Man, it's easy to miss stuff out here in the snow, because, like, you see the particle effects of the snow falling, and I think it's hard to pick out stuff that's glittering. Alright, so we started with that house. Is this a house we can go into? I can't see it. No. I guess not. Alright, let's talk to the merchant here. See what he's got. Welcome, how can I be of service? Oh, lots of stuff. Okay. All consumables, materials. Alright. I don't know what we're gonna need the materials for, to be honest. Oh no, that's not true. We need materials for either. Let me check the encampment. It's either like to upgrade weapons or you know, you use them for something, but I forgot. No, that's just the provisioner. Smithy, I think, is what it is. Materials required. Yep, okay, so I need 6 irons? Jeez. 2 quality irons. So we move down. And it's locked, too, because I guess we have... Alright, let's see who's selling some quality iron or regular iron. Actually, let's see what all we need. This guy needs iron as well. Benedict needs quality... Okay, so timber and stone. So if we can get a stone, we can upgrade Benedict as well. Frederika needs fiber. And I mean, when they say fiber, I'm assuming they mean cloth. Like fabric, not drinkable fiber. Some more stone. Okay. Yeah, so that's how to upgrade weapons. Stone and iron. Timber and fiber. Okay, stone and iron. Alright, so we kind of need a little bit of everything. So let's... I think it's one of those other things we can buy with kudos. But, seeing as he's got rare items. And then oil jug. What the heck do we use? So render the selected squares flammable. Interesting. I'll buy 2 of those. 2 oil jugs. Iron. We can only buy 2. All right, you know what? We're gonna buy all the materials since that's very important. All right, Winston. Okay, large HP. We don't need those just quite yet, so I'm gonna save my money for those. We don't have any of the. You know what? We'll buy one of each of these. Just so we have, okay, so we have one of everything that he's selling. At least. And we have 650 gold. What can we sell? Well, there's nothing I really want to sell. I could sell those rings, but I don't want to. Alright, let's go back to the encampment, because then we can upgrade. Talk to the smithy. We can probably only upgrade one person, unfortunately. Oh, Roland. Who do we upgrade? Roland or Benedict? Or, actually, because we only have 500 gold, so we can only pick one person. I guess we'll just go in order. Have how they're listed here. So we'll go Roland next. By 5 to deal greater damage, or do we want HP up? Defense, magic, luck, and... You know what? No, we need attack. Everybody's so low level. Alright. I think that's all my money, too. I'm pretty sure that's all we can do. Alright. So let's actually go in this house. See if there's anything down here. HP recovery. Did you know that the Duchy's army has a contingent mounted on hawks? Makes fighting over the mountains easier, see? They have a whole regiment just of hawk flyers. That's pretty dope. Okay, nothing else to see in here. Is this a house we can go in? It does not appear to be. Okay, I think I've literally explored everything except the... where we're gonna go raid tonight. I guess I can go in it early. Just see what's in here. Everyone knows that Lord Savarog is Archduke Gustadov's uncle, sure. What they don't know is that he'll never be Archduke, for he's the son of a concubine, so, well, let's just leave it at that. He's an illegitimate son. Lady, do you know that there's gonna be a drug deal go down at your house tonight? Maybe she's in on it. Maybe this is the ringleader right here. I don't know. Alright, I think I've finally explored everything, including the archives, so I think we are good to go. Conclude exploration. Yes. I believe I have the lay of the land now. I should make my way back to Sir Cyprus and await nightfall. It's battle time. On a snowy night, Cyprus and House Wolffort make their way to where an illicit exchange is about to take place. Let me see. Ooh, recommended level 4? Well, we are not level 4. So I might have to do a little mock battle in between now and next time. Before we start this. So between this episode and the next, I'll probably do a mock battle. Or two, just get everybody up to level 4, and then we'll continue on with the story. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.